So what I'm going to teach here is an abdominal bracing exercise. You could think of this as a breathing pattern that you want to implement later on. I really like this style of breathing and bracing for back squats, for heavy deadlifts, and it can be corrective for kind of a paradoxical style of breathing that a lot of people have just from fight or flight and overstressed kind of breathing patterns where some people really just always breathing into their chests. So this is going to be a very exaggerated version of abdominal breathing, okay? The better you get at this, the harder it becomes. In its simplest forms, laying here breathing, move my feet a little bit. But as you can see, intensity makes up all the difference on this one. So you press through the wall to initiate this. Not very hard, maybe 10, 20 pounds, just enough to move yourself away from the wall. And then you're going to begin breathing into your abdomen in an exaggerated fashion. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. You breathe out through your mouth like you're blowing out birthday candles or filling a very tightly wound balloon, like this. You see that I'm trying to breathe all of the air all the way out with every respiration, get as much air as I possibly can get in. Now the catch here, why this is difficult, is when I breathe out, I'm pulling my ribs down to my pelvis, it flattens my spine to the floor, and my abdominal wall is completely contracted as hard as I can get it. And then when I breathe back into my stomach, all of the muscles are already contracted in my stomach. So we call this breathing behind the shield. We have a contracted wall of muscle here, and then I'm trying to drop the diaphragm into it, and it's quite difficult not to just divert to path of released resistance and go into the chest. So this is a little bit frustrating at first to figure out how you're supposed to do it. Then once you do figure it out, it becomes more frustrating because it's actually very difficult. Now I'm just going to stop explaining and start doing it. Now this time, as I go through it, I'm going to raise one foot off the floor about 2 inches as I breathe out. And as I breathe back in, I'm going to bring the foot back down, touch the floor, and bring the other one up to the next respiration. So here we go. All right, those are the first 2 progressions of what I call wall bug. Third progression of wall bug is the same basic principles as before, except for now we start from a 90-90 angle, trying to keep my knees over the top of my hips and pelvis rather than rolling back like so. Then I'm going to attempt to bring my tailbone up in the air. This is very challenging to do. It takes some practice. So I just have a little tiny bit of clearance right here. I'm going to try to maintain that as I go through all the other elements of wall bug, pressing through the wall, breathing into the stomach, but now reaching down toward the floor as I breathe out, trying to keep my tailbone up. If you're good at this, you'll have a nasty abdominal cramp within a few breaths.